I've been taking my time, taking all of your time, taking all of your time. I've been taking my time, I've been taking my time, taking all of your time, taking all of your time. We've talking about it for a while. Before we take a chance and do it, before we looking back as foolish. Talk about it for a while. Before we take a chance and do it, before we looking back as foolish. We got me floating, and I can take it. You got me floating, and I can't take it. You got me floating, and I can take it. You got me floating.
Hey, my trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't trust StreamYard. Double checking. I know there's a delay. So, okay, you can hear me. Thank you, Shan. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sound check net. I see you. All right. Let me take this down. If you can't see the banner, it just says I will leave a timestamp at the bottom. So you don't have to, be here for the greetings if if you're in the replay gang. All right. Let's see. First in the building, I see Roz Thomas. She said, Roz Thompson, I am my sister's keeper. Roger that. Hey, Sweet Rose. Hey, Kathy Cruel. Veronica Monroe. Soundcheck Annette. Hey, Jesse Bradley Lewis. Hey, Sandra Sanderson. High Flower Bloom. Darcille Ayers. Irene Bay. Oh, while y'all are in here, Sandra Sanderson was the one that suggested naming it and having an annual MeloCon. I picked up the torch, but she was the trendy that put it in the chat. Just want to make sure that's out there. And thank you to the Melometers fan page that said thanks to the Trendy Tribe and Trending who said about the MeloCon. So that was Sandra Sanderson. Okay, Nacho Twins Mama. Hey, Mama Bees, Jocelyn D, Shan, one of my legal eagles and part of the Mod Squad. Hey, let me see. Demi Bell, hey, how are you? I hope you feel better, Demi Bell. I saw your message in there. Let me see. My big sis, Peaches and Cream, also part of the Mod Squad, is here. Let's see. I'm going down. I don't do all the greetings for anyone that's new, but I do go for a little bit. Hey, Rhonda F. Let me see. Joyce Miles. Hey. Girl, what's the T is in here? Val B. Nicole Lloyd. I'm sorry. Patricia Dyer. Hey, Helen Lane. Yeah, it's been a while, Helen. I got you today. Hey, Sylvia P. Let me see. Patricia Ellis Robin. My sis PN2 Ross. Hey, Valerie Owens. You got your shirt? Yay! Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it too. Or she said, I love it. Thank you. Mrs. May, welcome to the chat. And let me go down a little bit more. Hey, Shannon S., Jamie, Lori Harrison, Mary White, Purple Unicorn, Muted Expressions, Tanika Lachey, Miss Tina, Jackie Wise, Honey Green. Hey, Honey Green, don't forget to pick out what you want. Now, hey, Miss GM, it's me, and I'm going to stop at Lucille Greer. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. Okay, let me take this banner down 1 second. Let me see. All right. Okay, so if you have never been to a lunch break live, I do multiple topics, but I definitely cover the topics in the title. So, all right, we're going to go decent in order how I have always done things. First off, let me show if you didn't see it, because it may have been, it's not going to go out to everybody, but I do need to make sure y'all know this because it's such a kind of a drastic change for me lately. So let me just make sure y'all know I'm now only live regularly Mondays. Today's Monday. Fridays for lunch break live, and then sketchy Saturday. I'm pulling back so I can get y'all some more stuff out and make sure I'm bringing some quality to y'all. So thank you very much for the people that did see it and were like, look, we'll be here no matter how often. We gonna be here. So I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all are so sweet. You reassured me. I'm gonna have withdrawals tomorrow because normally I would be live for lunch break live. So this is gonna be different. But I thank you so much for your comments, y'all. I definitely needed to see that. Okay. I tried to get us a new lawyer reaction, but he's not putting the situation and then his answer like he used to. So now it's all situations at the beginning, and I'm like, well, I don't know where the answer is. So it sucks because that's our thing. So I just want to let y'all know in case you're like, where'd the lawyer reaction go? I'm trying to figure out how to see his part one, then the answer. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna start with Martell Holt and Don Michelle reading him down after he posted his ignorance. I did pull these snapshots from my big sis Chit Chat with QT. Make sure you check her out. You of course probably already know about her. And I linked her video in my description box, so you can go straight to the video if you want to. All right. So shout out to Chit Chat with QT, okay? So this is what Martell posted first. 1 second. I tried to go find it from the original thing, but y'all, I figured it was probably under the neighborhood talk post, but I went there and I didn't see it. So I was like, I know she's, it'll be okay. So that's what I'm going to do this instead. All right. So Martell posted, he added Don Michelle and he said, you delusional MFs, keep believing her if you want. As her ex-husband who wasn't married to you, you're the MFing help. We didn't know you then. You and the little makeup girl ain't nothing but her puppets. We went to court for that and the judge dismissed that SHIT quick. Tell her to show to you the paperwork she loves to quote so much. How the ABU SER gonna have videos. I have plenty more videos too. Stay tuned. Enjoy your night. #linebacker. Let's break this down. First of all, you using the word delusional is hilarious to me because you live in the land of Delulu. Everybody keeps seeing it. They keep telling you, but because it's not what you want to hear, it's not registering that. Like, no, seriously, you're making up your own world. This is not reality. Then he says, as her ex-husband who wasn't married to you, you're the help. First of all, that's so rude and disrespectful. You wish you could be making what Lauren and Don Michelle make. You are nowhere near. Yes, Josie. Yes, you saw that. Yes. You wish you could make a month of their salary, let alone what they are making in a year. Sir, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're the help. That's you. Nobody but you. That's on you to not, you keep saying you built. We haven't seen you build anything but a house of cards. We ain't seen you do nothing on your own except build up some lies. That's it. There's nothing that you're doing. So it's very hilarious that he will sit here and try to call somebody else the help when this man is destitute. That's why I always call him destitute, delusional, dangerous, and desperate, I think, because that's him, but he has to strike out. And like it's been said, I definitely think obviously someone else is always writing these things for him, because I honestly believe he cannot read or write well or at all half the time. That's what I think. That's my opinion. He said, we didn't know you then. It does not matter. You keep showing so many patterns. It doesn't matter when Don Michelle met y'all. It does not matter. Shout out to Lauren, Melody's makeup artist. You tried it on that little makeup girl stuff. That's all you got, is to try this little diminishing tactics, because you know these women are way greater than you in every aspect. He said we went to court for that and the judge dismissed it. No, see, a lot of times, and thank you to Diana Rose for bringing back the facts and timelining it and putting her things together. A lot of times the judge is dismissing things when it comes to Martell and Melody, in my opinion, because Melody, unfortunately, I'm saying unfortunately, but you know, she does what's best for the family. But unfortunately, she just doesn't pursue certain things. It's not that it's dropped because it's unnecessary, frivolous, or any of those things. No, there's grace that you don't deserve being shown to you. And it's like, I feel like the graces ran out, but and I can't wait. But yeah, no, he doesn't understand though. He doesn't understand 2-syllable words as it is. So dismiss. He doesn't understand, like, oh, you got to look at the reason, and he knows the reason, but he tries to present to us something else. And then it says, tell her to show you the paperwork. Boy, why don't you show the paperwork? That's the stack of trash paperwork that you keep having that everybody else has to read aloud for you because you don't know what's in it. You just know you holding some papers and hoping somebody reads it. How is the ABU SDR gonna have videos? Tell us how you have videos. You're the one that's the ABU SDR. And please watch what words you use in the chat. The mods will delete any strong controversial words, because YouTube don't be playing apparently with my channel, and it be letting some people get away with it. Don't let me get away with it. So you need to be real creative with y'all spelling if y'all start spelling some certain words. Let's see here. Okay. And also, obviously, you have very doctored, trimmed up videos, and so therefore I guess you're rhetorically asking yourself that, because Melody is not the ABU SER. I want to state that very clearly. Yes, we know you have plenty more videos where you have most likely provoked her. As my unicorn sis, uppity unicorn said, that's called reactive. What is it called? She said reactive ABUSC, I believe. I believe that's what it's called. I know if she comes in, she'll make sure I say it right. And then of course the name calling the linebacker. Boy, bye. Let me tell you what. First of all, Don Michelle's not big, so let's stop there. But even if she was, your size, you can change your size, big or small, in the sense of gaining weight, losing weight. But what you can't change is the brain inside your head. That's a lost cause. So the name calling is really whack, weak, temporary, whatever. But she's not big in my eyes anyway. So just thank you, Drake. So yeah, so it doesn't matter. Let me see here. Okay. Hey, middle sis, Journey to Jasmine. I got a little thing I was going to talk about with us too. How you doing? Journey to Jasmine is a content creator. If you're looking for some love and marriage, Huntsville Sims type content, that's not the only thing she does, but that's very unique to me, and I just always try to make sure I say that. Okay, now let's get to Don Michelle's responses, because of course we're not going to stop at the stupidity of Trash Tale. So the first thing that Don, or the first one I saw, Don she added Martell. She said, at Martell Holt, help. A lot of question marks. You need help, and you've got the wrong one. Come on. Come on, Don Michelle. She said you got the wrong one. It looks like you're the one who's been the help, as I've also been with her on plenty of occasions. I'm sorry, y'all. On plenty of occasions when people you owed a bag to, were calling her to get their money, or they were filing charges on you, and who, none other than myself, convinced your wife to go ahead and cover for you. Wow. This is my first time reading Don Michelle's replies, because I was kind of in Chit Chat's bushes and doing other things. So this is honestly, I did not. Thank you, Don Michelle, for clapping back so hard. That's what I want to say. Let me see here. For real. And it was no small change. For real. I got your help on the way. Help is on the way. Come on, Country Wayne. I'm the MF and what is that, y'all? Is that a Chicago thing? Doyen in the game? What is that? Who brings nothing but bags to the table for all my clients, and don't get it twisted, Martell. Right. And first of all, let's clarify that too. Not only is Don Michelle's salary just so much unmatched to Trash Tell, but Melody is her client. Like, I'm sorry. I know what he's trying to do. It's just so dumb. And that's so funny. How embarrassing again that they still over here trying to bail your stupid butt out of you. I knew he always was owing everybody money. I was wondering how they weren't coming out saying nothing about these bills. And here it go. I knew that, man, because he don't have no money. He does not ever have money. Let's see. Did y'all tell me what that is? What is DOYEN? What is that? Yes, Janet. For the person that wrote that, yes, the linebacker comment screams slaw. Remember, she used that comment on her interview with TK to describe the women that were with us. Yes, it screams her. Right. Yes, I agree. Yes. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm looking to see if someone tells me what is DOYEN. What is that? Let's see here. It says, I was on the phone with Melody not only this day, but a slew of other days when your manipulative self was throwing tantrums and you didn't know it. He is a tantrum thrower. It says, I had the exact day this happened, and I bet you do, Don. I can't wait, because y'all, like y'all say, Don out there, they collecting the receipts. It's gonna go where it actually can be best executed, and that's that on that. It says, we've all been sparing you because of the situation and knowing you have good in you. I don't see it, Don. Melody has never checked to ruin you nor demolish you. As far as the courts have forgotten, that is the public record where you were ordered by the judge to give her the money back. I'll have you know that this OG is standing 10 toes down with Melody, period. That's right, Don. See, you know nothing about loyalty, trust, worthiness, forgiveness, and thereby you'll always operate from the lowest vibrations and frequencies. I agree so much. We've had plenty of talks with you at your own house on quite a few occasions when we were trying to get you and Mel to stay together, but it appears you remain with your own agenda. Thereby, you'll always operate from the lowest vibrations and frequencies. We've had, I'm sorry, that's the same thing. Is that the same thing? Okay, sorry. I think that's the same thing. Let me see if there's a bottom that my banner is hiding. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Hold on. I got to get back because it's a little bit of a double. Here it says, now let me get back to gathering receipts for all this rigmarole. This linebacker stays ready to play ball. I'm definitely not the one who will break and run from you. Hashtag Mr. Cheerleader. That was, Dawn, that was so good. That was, girl. Okay, yeah. All right. I'm gonna keep it. Well, here's my thing. Everybody at this point that was back then. They're on the page of Martell he's just gonna have to destroy himself and deal with his consequences. That's where we're at today. So I'm gonna stick with where we're at today because yes, this is a lot and it's infuriating. Let me see. Hey, Lil Paula in the gang. Black women are in the building. They are content creators. Okay. So, yep. Sorry, y'all. All right. So basically, let me go into this next part. Shout out to the Melody Shari fan page for this because I feel like after that, this is the next thing that we should be focused on. Let me take this down. Okay. So Melody Shari, it's the Melody S. Holt fans and Melody Shari fan page because they have two pages since she changed her name. I'm trying to take this comment off. Okay, it says prayer warriors unite. It's time for victory for Melody in the Eminem kids custody case. Let's pray for Melody, the kids, her attorney, and the judge at 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. every day until Tuesday afternoon. Be precise and intentional in your prayer, and let's claim the victory right now in the name of Jesus. Amen. So obviously do what you feel led to do. Oh, thank you, Nisi. Doyen means most respected in a field, the GOAT. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, because I hope I don't want to. Let me just say this from the perspective of me. I hope a lot is decided on Tuesday, but if Tuesday's not the decision day, I hope whatever the decision day is that she does. I hope she gets full custody. I hope he gets no limited visitation and supervised visitation at that. That's part of my thing I'm putting in there. I've been putting it in the atmosphere. I will continue to put it in the atmosphere. I hope Melody gets full custody of her children. I hope everything she's asking for, she shall receive from the courts. It's time, it's right. The man is out here advertising how bad of a person he is. Like, it's just not even, it's not hidden at all. Let me see. Let's see. I said it. Now what it said. That's why he is too many people feeling sorry for his sorry, despicable arts. He's a grown man. They need to cut it out. Oh yeah, I feel like it's been cut. I feel like the things that were quoted were from the past, and I feel like it was from a while ago type of past. Like I feel like everybody's on the same page. We're all beyond him, that he was getting that grace in the time we were, waiting to see what happened. He's not getting that grace anymore. We're beyond. It's beyond that. Yes, JMD. I think his visits should definitely be supervised. It's hitting unstable. It is, Tay. It is. Hey. Okay. Well, I won't. Okay. I understand what you're saying, and that's why I think that's part of just the praying and let go and let God. I do. Okay, I'm gonna let some of your comments come in while I get the next thing set up here. But I just want to keep reiterating that for me, I see this as they were quoting what happened in the past, and he still didn't even take that grace. No one is offering him grace anymore. There's no grace to be had. And also, people, Melody, y'all have all said she's intelligent, smart, strategic. Okay, so she is acting in what is best for her individually, for her children. And you do not show all of your cards when you're strategic. Y'all are seeing some face value words. You're not seeing what is happening behind the scenes. So please understand that, and not, I don't know how to say it. Like, it's never, you can't tell her what she should do. And also you don't even know what she is doing. So please keep that in mind as well. Cheryl, hey, my boo. Martell is a narcissistic bum that's mad because Melody is getting the bag and he's jealous of her because he's broke, busted, and disgusted. I agree. Yes, Chronicles of Kim K said, I'm so sick of him. I pray she gets full custody after all this stuff has come out with receipts. Yes, I do too. Simply Beautiful, let me tell you what. Yes, she's Simply Beautiful said, I'm going to pray for Mel and the babies because I'm about tired of their judge. There's no way she's acting in the best interest of those babies. Shaking my head. I agree. My prayer also will be covering that judge. For real, for real. Girl, Miss Tina, yes, he should only be able to see his children via Zoom once a week or a month, in my opinion. They need therapy just to be around him. I agree, Miss Tina. I agree. Yes, and moving in silence is the best and only option. You can't show your cards to nobody, not the public, not nobody. You got to just do it. The fact that she even gave us a little morsel to let us know that, hey, the receipts are receipting and I'm moving, that's more than we deserve, because I'd be like, look, when it comes out in the stuff, that's when we'll know. We ain't got to know nothing. It relieves me to know it, but honestly, don't give them anything, because you know what I mean. So I get it on keeping it silent. Keep move in silence. Stand on business, move in silence. Okay, so shout out to the fan pages that are really holding it down out here. They're the best. They are very much there for the interest of Melody, and I definitely appreciate all of them. Yep, no physical custody. I understand, for real. Yes. I want to answer a question I was asked, and I want to say thank you. So we're switching gears, and then I have to talk about the new project that I have with my peeps, and then we're going into Scholt v. Zen Gardens. I just want to give y'all kind of an agenda so you know what order we're going in. All right. So first of all, oh, do I not have it up? Hold on. little typing ASMR. I got my new keyboard. I love it. It's loud, but I don't care. I love that thing. Okay, because it looks like a little retro. What they call it? Retro punk. It's a retro keyboard, and I love it. But okay, y'all. So Super Bowl limited edition art that I created on Sketchy Saturday, it is available and it's here until probably a week after the Super Bowl. So I'm just reminding everybody, if you would like to get it, please do. I give free art to my Trendy Tribe members as well. So they have a digital copy of the art. But one of the, and I put stickers out there too. So it has stickers now as well. But there's hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, and all those things. But this last Sketchy Saturday, I was like, let me go ahead and get ready for Black History Month coming up. So I created the design with while my people were up on the panel keeping me company. And so we do have Black History now, but I did choose to put Black History every day instead of Black History Month. So if you, instead of wanting to do a super chat or a cash app, please support my store. It's my art. I'm drawing it. I'm very proud of it. And it means a lot when my art is in, y'all have it. You're wearing my art, or, you're drinking out of something with my art on it. So please check out my store. It's just trendingatsomepoint.com. It's myname.com. So please check me out when you get a chance. I definitely appreciate it. And the question was asked, out of all the zodiac signs, which one sold the most? So, because I do have the full zodiac collection, let me tell you who won. These doggone Aquariuses. Y'all are the highest selling zodiac sign. So it's the Aquariuses. I figured somebody might ask. So second place was Sagittarius, and then third was Leos, and I'm a Leo. But yeah, Aquariuses, y'all did y'all thing. My brother's an Aquarius. I sent him a copy of the lips. I need him to give me my feedback though, because I redid these kind of for him too, because he's an Aquarius. I'm like, am I gonna get any kind of feedback on if you like the lips or not? But anyway, so yeah, Aquarius was the highest seller. Let's see here. Okay. Hey, y'all that's coming in. I appreciate you being here. Okay, let's talk about my project that I've kind of been working on with, and some of y'all know, but I am officially, I am co-hosting, collaborating with my little sis Here for Hot Tea and my middle sis Journey to Jasmine, who is in here right now. They are obviously both content creators. And what I wanted to say is that I need y'all to understand that with the collaboration comes different personalities. So it would not be a solely trending type of vibe. So if you are not already familiar with Here for Hot Tea or Journey to Jasmine, make sure that you get familiar with them. And if you, as Melody says, everything ain't for everybody. So I'd rather you just, I know that y'all really do try to support me, but if you don't vibe with something, I'd rather you just remove yourself than accidentally cause some type of discourse that doesn't have to come up, because you already know, like, hey, okay, this isn't for me, but this part's for me. And just use discernment is what I ask, because we have three very different strong personalities, and I feel like we have our strong personalities in our own different ways. So I just want to say that, because if you're like, trending didn't say this, maybe in my defense of like, look, I'm telling you this is me defending you. Just don't come over there if you don't have if you're only used to me, because I have a totally different energy from all three of us being together. And with it being, to me, I call it a professional collaboration, as well as I actually vibe with them and I like them. I want to protect that in its own thing as well. So I need y'all to understand where I'm coming from. So I just don't want any accidental seeds of discourse to be sown, because I already had one comment, and I try to believe that people come from a good place when they do this. But for instance, not for once did I ever think anyone overspoke on me or overtalked on me. Like, I felt like every time I wanted to say something, I definitely had my chance to say my full thing. But someone in the comments kind of said, let such and such talk. And it's like, I promise you, we have a pregame, we strategize, we are very good with each other, and we are communicating well. So please understand that nobody feels like, just don't even do stuff like that, because the only thing I can see is when sometimes when people do that, it just is naturally discourse can follow. So use your discernment on where you want to be. You if you're trying to support, if you're like, look, I just support trending, just be over there. If you just support Here for Hot Tea and I'm too mellow, if you're over here, you probably don't think that, but if you do, then just support Here for Hot Tea, and that is fine. Like, we all three think that there's plenty to be able to share and go around. It's not a competition, it's a true collaboration. Like Queen Sheba posted, she said, what did she say? It was something she said, maybe it was something like losers compete, winners collaborate. It was something like that. It's real close to that. And that's how I feel. This is a collaboration. Okay, so that's where we're at with that. So don't come in there sowing no discourse. And when we're, and you'll, oh yeah, I got the icon or a similar one. It'll be different for each platform that we are hosting from. But if you see us three, it's going to be a different vibe. So if you're here, if you just want to come for me, you're not probably going to see this thumbnail, so just come to where you feel your energy going. But I love that I see a lot of y'all are like, look, love y'all three together. It's a balance. I saw someone say it's a balance. So I thank you. So yeah, so I just want to put that out there though, because I feel like I need to just plainly say, use your discernment. Use your discernment. Val B said, this collaboration is awesome. I enjoy all three of you beautiful queens. I cannot wait. I saw your first content together and it was great. Thank you. And it shall be professional, Val B. I'm so excited. I won't give anything away, but just know we have our very high standards between us three. So I feel like you're going to have a great presentation. Journey to Jasmine, which is part of the three, says we were literally on the phone right before the live. We saw each other as kindred spirits and sisters well before we even decided to do this. Exactly, which is why when the decision came, it was a quick decision to be made because it was before any of this was even a thing. So shout out to you, sis, for sure, for sure. And yes, please like the video if you're in here. And there was one thing I wanted to see before I went on. Somebody said Mel makes her own decisions. Yep, Mel, hottie stuff. Mel has all this handled, and she does. And that's where we have to land. Mel has it handled, and the part that she does have to parse out, like the law, the legal part, it goes to the people it needs to go to. And that's where you have to kind of rest your head. And, it's going to be okay. We will pray. And Melody is smart. She is smart. And she uses that smart. She's not just smart and sits on it. She's smart and uses it. Let's see. Colette Marie said linebacker's position is to stop the offense's running attack. Yep, you got the wrong one. They both wrote it. Yes, Colette. And I'm going to say 1% trash tail, 99% at least one other person, which will be Coleslaw. But I don't even like to give her too much credit on how well she can write, but it does scream Coleslaw. Thank you, Chronicles of Kim K. Let's see. My sis, Tea Talk with your girls in the house. Hey, sis, how you doing? Thank you for being here for your lunch break. I definitely appreciate it. I'm bringing up the documents now, y'all, for the Scholt v. Zen Garden, as promised. Let's see here. Let me take this down. All right. And I'm going to pop the trunk real quick because Bama Girl had got something right before I went live. Bama Girl has shopped in the store. So let me pop the trunk for Bama Girl. We going.
All right. We going. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
Shout out to you, Bama Girl. I love it, love it, love it. All right. So here we go. Let's get to it. Now, why? Hold on. I had this thing sized perfectly earlier, and now it wants to be silly. Hold on. Is that it? Okay, that helps. All right. So this is Scholt versus Zen Gardens, and this was filed January 25th, 2024, which was that a Thursday? That was a Thursday. That was last Thursday. This was filed because I was like, Zen Gardens, where are you? Where are you? So here they are. They have arrived. They have came back with something. Thank goodness. Okay. Yes, Journey to Jasmine. I agree. Okay. So this is Scholt versus Zen Gardens, because please understand, Scholt filed the first lawsuit. Zen Gardens filed a countersuit. So Scholt is a plaintiff and a counter defendant, and Zen Gardens is the defendant and counterclaim plaintiff. So just to put that out there. Also, in case you want to see Marsau's deposition and Zen Gardens deposition, I linked it in this description box for this video so you wouldn't have to go searching for it, because there's so much. I couldn't believe I got through all that. But if you want to see the details that they sometimes reference in here, I think there's a Zen Gardens playlist as well on my channel in case you want to go ahead and see all of it. So, you know, because I like to learn the back when I learn some new stuff. So thank you, my sis. Too blessed for you. Member, Trendy Tribe member for 6 months. Come on, sis. She said, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Let's get to it. So this, what we're looking at is Zen Gardens filed a motion for leave to file a supplemental brief. And it will be explained as we go along what they are trying to basically add supplement information to go along with the case. All right. So it says defendant Zen Gardens, that's who filed this document. Defendant Zen Gardens moves the court for leave to file the attached supplemental brief in support of its opposition to plaintiff Scholt Industries' motion for partial summary judgment. Quick reminder, partial summary judgment, Scholt believes, which is Marsau and Tisha, mostly Marsau, he's the one that got deposed, they believe that they are owed their contractor's fee. That's already been covered in a lot of things, but I believe it's a 6-figure amount. And they believe they're owed that no matter what else goes on. They want their summary judgment that they are owed their contractor's fee. Thank you, Cass D. Sheila, my timeout queen, trending for justice. Thank you. Okay, so on August 28th, 2023, Scholt moved for partial summary judgment on Zen Gardens' counterclaims. In support of its motion on Zen Gardens' negligence counterclaim, Scholt asserted it was merely a recast breach of contract claim and that Zen Gardens wrongly premised the duty supporting these claims on the party's contract. Scholt also contended that Zen Gardens created its own damages in accordance with this counterclaim, preventing recovery on the same. Okay, on October 2nd, 2023, Zen Gardens submitted its opposition to Scholt's summary judgment motion. In its brief, Zen Gardens addressed Scholt's argument above and conceded that to the extent its negligence and other counterclaims were premised on a contractual duty, it could not recover against Scholt. So I guess I guess Zen Gardens on this grounds has said that they believe that they couldn't recover based on the argument about negligence. Okay. But however, in their Kimmy voice, in that concession, Zen Gardens did not cede that Alabama law generally imposed no duty care on Scholt as a builder. So they're saying that just because we ceded one does not mean we ceded all. It was just a point that we will cede on. So they're saying that, but still there is Alabama law, and it has there's a duty care that's for Scholt as a builder that they did not do properly. So it says through sheer unintentional omission, the undersigned, which is Zen Gardens, because that's who's submitting this document, the undersigned neglected to include further argument on Scholt's contentions in its opposition. Counsel only just realized this omission, and their counsel, his last name is Rogers, so I call him Mr. Rogers, and sometimes I have a little gift that I'll put up because Mr. Rogers was on that head top in that deposition. Permitting the undersigned leave to follow this supplemental brief will not prejudice Scholt and will permit a full and fair adjudication of Zen Gardens' negligence counterclaim. Specifically, Scholt will experience no prejudice in this matter, and the court should grant Zen Gardens leave because of the following reasons. A, the court has yet to rule on the party's motion, so the court has not ruled on the summary judgment that Scholt continues to request. Thus, the dispute between them and the issues in those filings remain pending. Yes, please check the subscriber button. YouTube will unsubscribe, and I don't like it, and I don't know why it does that, but it's doing it to a lot of content creators. So please make sure you're subscribed. B, the supplemental brief attached here does not deviate from Zen Gardens' concession discussed above. Okay, so they're saying that although they're supplementing it, it still bolsters their argument. It does not maybe like redefine or anything like that. It stays within the bounds is what they're trying to, well, that's how I take what they're trying to say. I do not have a legal background. Let me clarify that. The supplemental brief attached herein, the argument and points made in the supplemental brief rely strictly on the evidence previously produced in discovery and clearly established Alabama law. D, this filing will correctly state a point of law and clarify an issue raised in Scholt's motion regarding its duty as a business engaged in construction. And E, it will avoid the unintentional waiver of any issue to Zen Gardens' detriment. Wherefore, Zen Gardens respectfully request this court grant its motion and permit it leave to file the brief submitted contemporaneously with this motion. And I do have the supplemental brief, so that's coming right here. All right, so here's their supplemental brief to oppose the summary judgment. And understand that they are also still countersuing for that multi-million-dollar, what was it, 5 point something or 4 point something million? So that's still there too. Nothing has been ruled on, decided on. All right, let me see here. Okay. Hey, Kashori, how you doing? Yes, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months, Kashori. I appreciate you. All right. So this is Zen Gardens' argument. It says Scholt Industries moved for summary judgment on Zen Gardens' negligence counterclaim on 2 fronts. Zen Gardens wrongly relied on a contractual duty to found that counterclaim, and 2, Zen Gardens' damages generally a product of its own making. As discussed herein, the duty supporting Zen Gardens' negligence claim is one imposed on builders, generally under Alabama law. Moreover, the record discloses that Scholt's negligence caused Zen Gardens to incur significant and costly damages. For these reasons, Zen Gardens asked the court to deny Scholt's motion for partial summary judgment on its negligence counterclaim. Zen Gardens did not premise its negligence or set off recoupment claims on a contractual duty. It says Alabama law provides that a party must satisfy the following 4 elements to prevail on a negligence claim: duty, breach of duty, proximate cause, and injury. The existence of a legal duty is a question of law for the court. Scholt's position that a contractual duty cannot form the basis of a negligence claim is uncontroversial as a general proposition. So they're saying that on the face of it, it's not actually something to disagree with, but they're saying the problem with Scholt's argument, however, is that Zen Gardens did not premise its negligence counterclaim on a duty that exists solely by operation of the party's contract. Rather, Zen Gardens' negligence counterclaim is grounded in a duty imposed on Scholt under Alabama law. Alabama law, not the party's contract. So they're saying, okay, since we maybe can't win on this contract part that they signed, we still have the Alabama law, and it imposes a duty on all contracting parties to perform their obligations, quote, as a person skilled in that business should do it, in a manner generally considered skillful by those capable of judging such work in the community of the performance. This duty extends to businesses and people engaged in construction. It says, while Scholt may counter that the duty was nonetheless enshrined in the party's contract, making it a contractual duty, that argument ultimately must not prevail. The Alabama Supreme Court has held with regard to this precise issue that even where there is duty, where this duty is acknowledged in the party's contract, the duty remains a general one owed to the public. In any event, the authorities upon which Scholt relies for his argument here have nothing whatever to do with residential construction. Rather, they relate principally to matters of loan servicing. So they're saying that the cases and some things that they reference to bolster their argument on Scholt's side, they're saying that it's not relevant to what has happened in this case. It says, and those authorities merely show that as a matter of black letter law, Alabama does not recognize claims of negligent loan servicing. And I do believe when they quoted doing your due diligence, when Scholt's side was quoting those cases, I do believe that they did refer to rulings on loan or banks and things like that. So I do recall something about that. Now it says, number 2, Zen's negligence counterclaim rests on allegations and evidence of Scholt's misfeasance, which is amply supported by the record. Scholt argues Zen Gardens' negligence counterclaim fails because it is a breach of contract claim, that all Zen Gardens alleged is that Scholt failed to perform under the party's contract and that it caused its own damages. As it relates to Scholt's misfeasance in constructing the Zen Gardens apartment project's clubhouse, that is just not so. And as y'all remember, the clubhouse was built many, many inches under what it was supposed to. I think Marsau testified to like 18 inches short. for the clubhouse for the Zen Gardens development. Okay. Alabama Appellate. Oh no, Bliss, I'm sorry. Yes, they had their business, their loan through Eva Bank, but I think what I'm saying is that they were referencing past cases that would have been in favor of their ruling, and that was just different banks in general, or whatever bank was involved in that particular trial. That's what I meant. Okay, so Alabama appellate courts have recognized that, quote, the line of division between the actions of contract and tort is that of nonfeasance and misfeasance. In cases of nonfeasance, for example, where a party fails to perform, a breach of contract claim lies. However, where the issue is misfeasance or defective performance, there is a breach of contract and may also be a tort. And I did look up again because I always have to remind myself. So what is a tort? And I got the simple definition. It says a tort is an act or omission that causes legally cognizable harm to persons or property. Tort law, in turn, is the body of rules concerned with remedying harms caused by a person's wrongful or injurious actions. Okay. And then one more, it says tort is a wrongful act or I cannot get it out. A wrongful act or an infringement of a right other than under contract leading to civil legal liability. All right. So it says in Alabama, misfeasance or negligent affirmative conduct in the performance of a promise generally subject an actor to tort liability as well as contract liability. Courts determine whether a contract or tort claim is most appropriate by reviewing the gravamen of a claim and the evidence adduced in support of it. Zen Gardens' allegations of negligence and the evidence adduced in support of them clearly evince Scholt's misfeasance in the performance of his contractual obligations. Paramount among them is Scholt's negligent construction of the property's clubhouse, which required an entire redo, costing Zen Gardens hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then, yes, the document they're referring to is the deposition of Marcel Scott, and it says that's where he acknowledged the clubhouse was out of spec and required rectification. Thus, Zen Gardens has adequately adduced evidence of damages in this matter sufficient to preclude summary judgment of Scholt's claims. Conclusion, in accordance with the above, Zen Gardens requests the court deny Scholt's motion for partial summary judgment to the extent it seeks judgment on Zen Gardens' negligence counterclaim. So that is Zen Gardens' response. Picture of Marsau, definition of tort, picture of Marsau, right. So yeah, so Scholt, that was Zen Gardens responding because they had not filed. The last filing was October 12th, 2023. So finally, they have filed this. I hope that their supplemental brief is accepted into everything else, and I am waiting on this outcome. I also just want to give y'all one more tidbit for those that may not have heard it when it first happened. They almost settled with Scholt. They filed a motion to stay, which I believe that means like y'all can stop the proceedings. We're on a good track. We can settle this. We are getting it together. Y'all, 2-3 hours later, the attorney came back from Zen Gardens and filed another motion that said, never mind, keep it going. We misunderstood what they were trying to settle for. It was crazy. So yes, y'all. So I'll keep y'all up to date as much as I can. I definitely thank y'all for listening in. And is there anything else? Let me make sure I talked about that. Oh, yes. And happy belated birthday to Mariah, Melody's oldest daughter. Happy birthday to her. Mama Van, Don Michelle, Melody, they were posting about her birthday yesterday. Of course, shout out to the wonderful fan pages out there, the Melometers fan page, Money Making Melody fan page, the Melody Shari fan page, all of y'all. Shout out to them for, of course, making sure we knew about it. Yep. April said, well, wow. Yeah. Yep. But that's Mr. Rogers right there. I used to pull him out for my gifts. I might have took him down because I ain't had nothing for a while from Scholt. So I might not have him now. But I had one. He was putting on a clown mask. I had Mr. Rogers that was putting on, but I don't think I have him in here now. But yeah, so it is not over. Thank goodness it's not over. All right, so I will say I'll play the happy birthday song in honor of Mariah, and I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. remember, I don't do another lunch break live now until Friday. So I'll see y'all. I will be dropping videos and some stuff like that though. I think she's 12. I thought she was 12. I think she's a tween. She turned 12. Thank you, Tia P. I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Shout out to my Aquarius, highest selling out here, Aquarius. All right, birthday song, and I will see y'all soon. All right, let me find my song before I say my bye, because then it'll just be some awkward silence. But yeah, all right, y'all. One, two. Let's go. Hey, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday, Jay. Yeah, 14 you don't play. You about to graduate and 2 steps away. Hey. Go ahead and dance. Go ahead and get it. Turn and twist that set. Please just don't spit it. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Let's say happy birthday to you. Let's say happy.
I've been taking my time, I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time, taking all of your time. I've been taking my time, I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time, taking all of your time. I've been talking about it for a while. Before we take a chance to do this, before we looking back as foolish. Talk about it for a while. Before we take a chance to do this, before we looking back as foolish. We got me floating, and I can take it. We got me floating, and I can't take it. We got me floating, and I can take it. We got me floating. Taking